Aja from Pandemonium talks about the PaRTR, and Paul, the Brett trucker, he's doing a big major remodel. What is up, blind viewers? How's everybody doing? All right, let's just start this one off with Paul, the bread trucker. That's right. You may know him from his very popular videos of him getting pulled over, unfortunately. But yeah, Paul, he is doing a major remodel. He said probably tore out about 75% of his box truck, and just started moving things around and changing things and kind of making it a little bit better. He used to have a door in the back and kind of making him look a little suspect, if you will. So he took out the door and he put in a giant window, very cool looking. And he hopes that not just giving him a very awesome view of wherever he parks from his bed, but it will also maybe help from him looking so sketchy on the road in his little, his box truck rolling around with a door in the back. So, yeah, hopefully that will take care of some of the stuff about him getting pulled over. And he's a nice dude. I mean, it's not like he's some kind of weird, wacky, crazy dude. He's a real cool dude, man. But, yeah, so go over and check him out and check out his remodel that he's doing. Moved the bed and added a little dinette and all kinds of stuff. So he's hooking the inside up, making it homey. Now, the one thing he did say is he is kind of reaching out and hoping that somebody professional, in his words, can give him a hand with some of the finished carpentry and some electrical work. He's moving lights and wants to put in charging ports and some things like that, in his headboard and whatnot. And he said that, he does a lot of his own stuff, and he can, but he would like some help from some pros that really know what they're doing and I don't blame, especially electrical stuff. You don't want to be driving down the road and have something stupid that you did that you weren't quite sure of start a fire. So I get it. So he's kind of reaching out to folks that, if you come down to the PaRTR where he's heading, and you have some time and some knowledge and can help a brother out with some finished carpentry work and or some electrical stuff. I'm probably pretty sure he needs help with the electrical stuff more than the carpentry, because that electrical stuff is pretty important, in my humble opinion. So yes, he is going to the PaRTR, and he's got a spot where him and all the box truckers and bread truckers and, all the big box truck row where they usually park for the RTR. But yeah, they got their spot set up. So he's heading down that way, and he's going to be hanging out at the PaRTR. And he even says, you don't have to be in a box truck. Come on over and say hello. See, he's a cool dude. So go check him out. Paul, the bread trucker. Now, speaking of the PaRTR, Aja from Pandemonium. That's where she's planning on going. Well, her and everybody else, I would assume. But yeah, they're in their little group still. But yeah, it's a pretty good video. Her walking around the lake or whatever it was, and all kinds of fun stuff. And the group, which includes Destination Open Road, Scott and Terry, yeah, they were there. But yeah, they're talking about that big group food thing, and it showed some food. And I want to say, it was good to see that their big potluck or group dinner looked pretty healthy. They had ham and, salads, and I think it was like broccoli and stuff like that. So they seem to be eating a little bit healthier, which, hey, all for it, man. It wasn't all the mac and cheese and all that, ooey gooey goodness. And Aja even said she's trying to stay away from the carbs because they make her tired. And I get it. So, some of these other guys are doing this challenge, James and from Wanderlust Estate and Eric, Nomadic Fanatic, and them, they're doing their little weight loss challenge. So even if they're not doing the challenge per se, it's nice to see them stepping up while they're out there and eating just a little bit healthier. Good on you guys. So yeah, it seems like everybody's going to be going to the PaRTR, which is, yeah, the outskirts, the not RTR, but might as well be. So apparently, in my humble opinion, I'm just going to say it. I don't know. Is the RTR even going to be a thing? I mean, it's a thing, but it seems to me like whatever the case, the BLM said no, or Bob said whatever, but the RTR is in a place where you can't camp, you can't park, you can't have your RVs and stuff there. So basically, it's going to be go wherever you want to go, and then come to the RTR for the seminars and all that other good stuff. In other words, it's a real controlled environment now. Keep your cameras outside. Don't be coming in here filming the Bob. Only the Bob can film the Bob. You can come watch the seminars, but hey, again, this is just for the Bob to make money. You guys stay away, keep out. So no more partying, no more worried about noise and who can be in what area and who cannot be. It's all nice and controlled now. Go in and worship the Bob, and then go about your damn business and leave him alone. So here's what I see is going to happen. The RTR is going to have a spattering of people, wandering in and out, doing whatever. But the PaRTR, on the outskirts, on the fringes, is going to be the hopping, banging spot where everybody's doing everything. And that's where the news is going to be. That's where the happenings are going to be. And that's where everybody is heading. Not too many people are actually saying RTR. The words that are coming out of everybody's mouth is PaRTR. So I think the RTR is on its way downhill.
Aww.
All right, now we have Eric, Nomadic Fanatic, who went to Cuba. That's right. Nomadic Fanatic went to Cuba. It was a pretty cool video. I enjoyed it. Apparently there is, in Florida, there's actually a little hunk of land that is owned, yes, by Cuba. You have the American flag flying and the Cuban flag flying, and it's a whole thing. Well, go over and check out Eric's video. He'll tell you all about it. Pretty cool stuff, though. I enjoyed it. So, yes, Eric technically did go to Cuba. He is feeling a little under the weather, not feeling too good. And then in the follow-up video, he is getting better, a little bit better. So, he still has a cough, but it's not as frequent. But I know me, personally. I mean, if you get a sniffly cough or cold or whatever in the wintertime when it's cold, and man, you know, you already feel like just huddling up on the couch and Netflix and chill or whatever, you know, and being under your blanket, being all lazy. When you're sick, it really doesn't bother you that much. But when it's summertime or you're in Florida and it's nice outside and you just want to go do, when you get sick, man, that time it's horrible. And for me, I know in the summertime when I get one of those little flu bugs or a sinus infection or something, it just seems to hang on forever. And it's all nice and warm and sunny and you just want to go do shit. And you feel, worst time to be sick. So I feel for the dude. I really do. Man, must be tough. But he did have some good news because in previous videos, when he did his little challenge with James, the weight challenge, he jumped into it hard, was going full force and full speed ahead, and no results. Wasn't losing any weight. Kind of got discouraged. Well, stuck with it, kept at it, and he's actually seeing some results now. So I'm glad he stuck with it, and I'm glad he's seeing some positive results. So stick with it, man. Don't get discouraged. That scale doesn't move as quick as you want it to, but that doesn't mean anything. Hang in there. Now, he also talked about something that I found quite interesting. Now, he talked about his Disney videos not doing so well, and he needed to get out there and get some filming done, whether he was sick or not, because he needs to get some stuff done and on the books and out there in the YouTube world, because he needs to pay some bills, because those Disney videos didn't do quite so well. So I'd like to talk about that a little bit. Yeah, it's the some of the YouTubers that have all of a sudden need to be program directors. Yeah, that's right. They need to be program directors and ad execs and everything all rolled into one. Now, this isn't going to be a dig on anybody in particular or even a group of the YouTubers. I'm just saying this is my thoughts. When I heard that little statement, it hit and it made me think. And it's like, okay, and it's true. It's, I'm afforded the luxury where this isn't me. I don't rely on this. This isn't my life. So if I want to talk about the Nomads one day and paint a painting the other day and I don't know, do whatever, talk about whatever the next day, it doesn't matter. If the views go ebb and flow and the subs leave or grow, it doesn't really matter. It's not the point for me. However, you have lots of people, not just Eric, but I'm going to use Eric as an example because he's the one that made the statement. So when I say Eric, it's not just him. There's lots and lots of YouTubers out there in the very same position he's in. And that position is this. YouTube is his income. That's right. That's how he, as he says, pays the bills. Now, it's unfortunate because you have this following now that you've grown, worked hard to, and you've grown. Now you have this following, and they expect certain things. And just like a program director in the TV industry, you watch the ratings and everything, and you go, oh, man, we gotta make changes. We gotta do this. They're not watching this. They don't like this. We need to do this. We got to move this to a different time slot and do that. All that good stuff. It's all thrown into there. I know it doesn't mean that much anymore these days because everybody watches at their leisure on the internet. But the fact of the matter is they watch at their leisure, but they are watching. So when he said the Disney videos didn't do that well, I have to go out and do this because I need to pay the bills. So now, instead of him going and doing whatever he feels like, things that he enjoys, things that makes him happy on his travels that he will just film and share, now he has to take into consideration what that following that he built really wants, if he wants to pay the bills. Because if he's going to Disney, and he loves Disney, nothing wrong with that, whatever, but if people are like, don't care about Disney, not going to watch, and he doesn't get the revenue that he needs that month, as he said, to pay the bills, then you have to go in a different direction. So now, instead of just being a nomad, an RVer, a YouTuber, sharing your experiences, now you have to take into consideration, this is what I want to do, but I don't have the money right now to do that. Not that I don't have it in my pocket, but I need to have a stash built up so when I go and do this stuff that I enjoy, that people don't really enjoy that much necessarily, that I can still skate by with a shitty month or two from the revenue that I get from the YouTube. So it's kind of wild. It's an interesting little game you have to play, and a little dance, if you will, that you have to do to stay ahead of the game, at the top of your game, and still keep rolling along and living your life in the style which you're accustomed to because you work so hard to build the following and you're used to that certain amount of money rolling in. And that's why YouTube is worse than playing the stock market, in my opinion. It's a sketchy, sketchy place. So I applaud anybody that's brave enough to throw all their eggs in that basket. But hey, what do I know? Thanks for watching, and
this is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.